Thank you for joining us again for Let the Bible Speak. We've been taking just a few moments every day trying to talk about spiritual things. We've been looking at Galatians, the fifth chapter specifically, and targeting the works of the flesh and then the fruit of the Spirit. In Galatians chapter 5, verse 22, 23, we see the elements, the components that make up the fruit of the Spirit. And the importance of this is a person who says, I'm of God and I possess the Spirit of God, then most certainly that person would possess the fruit of the Spirit. And so we should be able to see, these characteristics in their lives. Paul says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, it's joy, it's peace, it's long suffering, kindness, goodness, faithfulness. And tonight we look at another component of the fruit of the Spirit, and that is verse 23, gentleness. That word gentleness carries with it the idea of strength under control. Just because I can does not mean I should. And we have, as a matter of example, Jesus. If we're trying to be like Jesus, if I'm trying to be like Christ, Christian, Christ-like, then certainly I would possess this characteristic. When Jesus described himself on the inside in Matthew, the 11th chapter, verses 28 through 30, he says, I am meek and lowly in heart. I am meek. That word meek means I am gentle and lowly in heart. Jesus says I'm gentle when he describes himself. And that's the characteristic of the fruit of the Spirit. That's part of it. Right? Person who has the fruit of the Spirit certainly has gentleness, strength under control. He said, well, how was Jesus, or how did he demonstrate strength under control? Well, I'll suggest to you a couple of things. One, you may have heard the accounts where he came into the temple and he flipped over the tables. He could have done more than just flip over tables. But he did not. That strength under control. We see that in Mark chapter 11 and also John chapter 2. You may recall that while he was on the cross, he said something to the effect he could call 12 legions of angels. That shows up in Matthew 26. But he did not. And then you may recall his torture on the cross. Matthew the 27th chapter. And he could have come down from the cross, but he did not. Ladies and gentlemen, if that's not strength under control, I don't know what it is. When Jesus describes himself, he says, I am meek, I am gentle and lowly in heart. This is who I am. And thus, those who are Christ-like, those who say, I'm a Christian, they have to possess this characteristic. We can respond strongly when someone criticizes us, or we can choose to be gentle. We can take the opportunity to put somebody in their place, or we can choose to be gentle in heart. We can defend ourselves against attack, against harassment, against harsh treatment. When someone attacks our faith, and I can approach it with a fierceness, or I can choose to be gentle in heart. I can demonstrate that I have the fruit of the Spirit. Strength under control. Strength under control. That's our time. If we can help you in any way in studying God's Word, you please give us a call at that number on the screen there, 843-553-5157. We'll see you next time.